Now, in our afternoon play, the world is turned upside down when New Yorker son Lazarus decides enough is enough.
Life is a Dream by Shelagh Stephenson, with Nathan Osgood as Sam. Life is a Dream.
Hi, my name's Sam Lazarus. I'm now 44 years old. Age 32, I was practicing origami when I accidentally invented a drinks carton. Since that day, dollars have rained from the sky. Yesterday, according to my financial advisor, I lost $30 million on the stock market, and I can't work up the enthusiasm to care about it.
Can I just say, Sam, that I don't want you to worry about the $30 million. I'm not. A market fluctuation, that's all.
Sure, Jim.
But if you'd like to do breakfast tomorrow, I have a proposition which may regulate the situation.
Do I have to?
Wealth comes with responsibilities, Sam. It's your duty to preserve your financial position.
I thought that's what I paid you for.
10 minutes of your time, that's all.
Sam, could you circulate a little more?
I'm trying. My wife, Patricia, is beautiful, if you like thin. She sees herself as a cross between Jackie O and Princess Diana. She owns a large black poodle, Charles, who watches my every move like a hound at the gates of hell. Needless to say, this isn't doing much for our sex life.
How many drinks have you had?
One. This is my second.
It's your fourth. Excuse me. Could you take this glass away, please?
Yes, madam.
Patricia, it's 8:30 in the evening. Don't you think you should take your sunglasses off? Tonight, Patricia is holding a charity dinner in aid of distressed gentlefolk of America. I'm sure you can think of worthier causes, but let's not go there, okay?
Actually, I come from a very old family. On my mother's side, we're related to Princess Diana.
Oh, Patricia, you're so lucky. Did you get to go to the funeral?
We were busy that weekend.
My, Sam, isn't this fun?
Yeah.
More wine, sir.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
So, Susan, that was a hell of a business with the elephant, huh?
We're having the ballroom rebuilt.
Not bad, huh? And how's Larry?
They're taking the pin out of his leg next week. They say his tibia will never be the same shape again. We should never have allowed an animal of that size into the house, even if it was for charity.
Guess not.
Okay, that's the last of them.
Mom says you have a drinking problem.
You know Mom and her wacky sense of humor. Hi. Our twin daughters, Phoebe and Meg, are precocious and at times really quite frightening. I guess you could say that as a family, we're dysfunctional, and that as a man, I'm profoundly depressed. Honey, does the dog have to do that to me?
Quiet, Charles.
It was a success, Mom.
God knows I worked hard enough.
Do you think you should take your sunglasses off, Patricia? You know it's like dark out here.
Okay.
Oh, my God. What happened to your eye?
Very amusing, Sam.
I'm serious. Have you seen it?
Dad.
Of course I've seen it. Why do you think I've been wearing sunglasses all day?
Shouldn't you see a doctor? What the hell is it?
The Botox guy made a mistake.
Excuse me?
He made a slight slip. This is not permanent. It should subside in 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks? Patricia, you look like Quasimodo.
Thanks for the support, Sam.
Patricia! The next day, it's 11 a.m. I'm sitting in my car in Manhattan with a hooker. And can I just say right now, don't judge. Maybe you'd like a coffee or something?
You only got like 3 minutes left, so it'll cost you another $30.
Okay.
Thanks.
Did you manage to take a vacation this year?
Are you kidding?
I'm just trying to make conversation.
You don't want to have sex.
Not really.
Okay.
But maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Why?
We almost performed an intimate act.
But like we didn't.
I'm Sam.
I'm Oprah Winfrey.
Hi.
So you're going to tell me your wife's a bitch and she doesn't understand you, right?
No.
But like you're sitting in a car with a hooker, so obviously you have issues, right?
I guess.
I get this guy the other day and he goes, "Oh my God, I have so much stress. You don't know what it's like to have all this money." What's your problem? I'll take it off your hands. I mean, hey, I can find plenty of things to do with it, like pay my rent. And he goes, "If I give you a whole heap of money, you'd only go and spend it on drugs." And I go, "Try me." And he laughs like this. And he has weird little teeth, disgusting like rodent teeth. What an asshole. I'm Tina.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm sorry I'm a jerk. What am I doing here?
Search me.
Have a business meeting. I should grab a cup of coffee and go.
There's a coffee shop right there.
You want some?
Okay. Can you drop me somewhere afterwards?
Sure. We get out of the car. We walk over to the coffee shop. And when we get back...
Oh, my God.
We'd been there, 10 minutes? And in that time, someone had removed the wheels from my car.
I guess we'll have to take the subway.
My God, Sam, you took the subway?
Sure, Jim.
What was it like?
Oh, it was wildly exciting. A cross between bear baiting and, I don't know, some kind of orgy. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, sit down. Sit down. This is Martin Mammon, our new partner.
Hi.
So, Sam, what we want to propose to you this morning is a really sound investment.
Well, we'd be failing as your advisors if we miss this trick, believe me.
And don't worry, all you have to do is sign the form.
Can we cut to the chase, guys?
We're proposing you move all your stock out of Mondex and put the funds into Destra Technologies.
Why?
Why? Because it's a great deal.
We've already spoken to Patty.
You spoke to Patricia?
Sorry, Patricia.
I thought Mondex were doing great.
Oh, they're looking shaky, Sam.
Do their workforce know that? I thought they all owned company shares.
Sam, don't worry about the small print.
And what do these Destra guys make?
Make is the word, Sam. These guys actually create something. They don't just shift pieces of paper around a desk.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they actually manufacture stuff.
Like what?
They have a range of applications.
Meaning?
Defense, Sam.
High technology armaments. It's good for the country. It's good for you.
2 birds, 1 stone. What could be better?
You mean like bombs?
That is so last century, Sam. We're talking laser-guided.
Heat-seeking. Smarter than smart.
No. What? I have to go, guys. I have to go see they put the wheels back on my car.
Sam, Destra puts a substantial sum each year into landmine awareness.
Jim, I know I'm stupid. I know I'm lazy about investments. But, sometimes you have to think about, ethics.
Who are they?
Back home, I'm lying by the pool, going through Webster's dictionary, which is what I do when it's too early for a drink and I can't face the New York Times. I look at all those words I've never heard of, and I try and memorize them. I do this because sometimes I worry that my brain might have quietly died. And then I see it. Anomie. French. Condition of hopelessness caused by the breakdown of rules of conduct. Loss of belief and sense of purpose. And my cell phone rings. Hello?
Sam, Jim Bryson here. Firstly, can I just say that ethics remark was a joke? And secondly, we really need to talk some more about this Destra deal.
Jim, I'd love to, but I can't right now.
Tomorrow?
The truth is, Jim, I've just been diagnosed with anomie.
Oh, my God. Can you get a second opinion?
It's pretty definite.
Jesus, is it,
Fatal? Pretty much so. Although I've heard some people survive for years.
Sam, I don't know what to say.
I have to go now. I need to take my medication. Goodbye. Phoebe, can I get a beer?
No, you're an alcoholic.
Sam,
Patricia, light of my life, how's the eye?
who is that guy over there?
It's the pool guy.
It can't be. I fired him.
So this is the new one.
He looks exactly like the old one.
The old one was black, Patricia.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, Charles. How you doing? Okay, don't take my hand off.
Dad, can we show you our new routine?
What the hell are you wearing?
I'm Eleanor Roosevelt, and she's a Pilgrim Father. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
That's terrific. Maybe you should sing it somewhere else.
For purple mountains.
Yeah, I got the idea.
Sam!
Okay, kids.
Sam, did you tell Jim Bryson that you had a fatal disease? Will you two pipe down?
I was kidding around.
About terminal illness?
Were you talking to him about selling Mondex and buying Destra Technologies?
I don't think so.
Kids, will you shut up for a minute?
There's another verse, Dad.
I know you talked to him, Patricia, and we're not doing it, okay?
Why not?
Because I don't want our money to be spent on blowing people up.
Don't be ridiculous. No one's getting blown up.
That's what missiles do, Patricia.
God, you're so literal.
Kids, I really can't stand it anymore. Next morning, I'm hiding in my den, trawling through old junk, and I find an old photograph of Patricia and me and a bunch of friends from 25 years ago.
I could forge his signature in my sleep, Jim. Don't worry about it.
Hi.
Okay, bye, Susie. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Who's that?
Susie.
Really? Who's Susie?
I'm having a colonic at 10:30. I should go. Sam.
Can I just show you something? I'm looking at this picture of you from 20 years ago, and I'm thinking...
Oh, thank you. Go ahead. Remind me of my lost youth. That's so appropriate. Remind me why I had the botox in the first place.
I just think you should eat more, that's all.
What?
This is how you looked when we met. You were bigger.
I was obese.
And your hair, it was curly.
I looked hideous, Sam.
You looked happy.
Are you saying that you preferred me clinically obese with an afro?
No.
I was completely full of toxins.
Patricia.
You don't understand nutrition, Sam. If you did, you wouldn't eat all of that meat, which is so bad. You know, it ferments inside of you.
Also, in the days when you were a giant toxic waste dump, I don't recall you were related to Princess Diana.
I wasn't aware of it at the time.
No, because in those days you were Polish.
Give me that photograph. Oh, my God. Hope Lawrenson. Boy, was she sweet on you.
I know. She asked me for a date once.
She propositioned you?
Yeah.
You never told me this.
It was 25 years ago, Patricia.
Hope Lawrenson. And I thought she was so sweet. What a bitch. Oh, my God, is that the time? Valentine will be here any moment.
Who the hell's Valentine?
He does my colonics. He's incredible. You know what emerged last week?
I don't want to know.
A peanut that had been stuck to the wall of my colon for 17 years.
How'd you know? Did it have a date stamp on it?
You know, Sam, cynicism is a very ugly thing.
That night I get into bed. Patricia has a wet bandage over her eyes. Charles is sitting on the floor next to her, alert and ready for anything. I decide to go for conciliatory. Patricia, are you happy?
I look like Quasimodo. What do you think?
I mean, in a general sense.
I have a very stressful life.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Patricia, you find going to sleep stressful. You find breathing stressful. You find sex so stressful you can't bring yourself to do it anymore.
I have a hideous, if temporary, disfigurement. I have a fundraising breakfast at 9 a.m., and I'm tired. Do you mind? If you want to talk, get a therapist.
So I lie there thinking of our lost youth, and soon I fall asleep. And next thing I know...
Sorry, honey.
I open my eyes. I'm in a strange, punky little room. And there's a beautiful woman lying next to me. She leans over and kisses me.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Okay. What happened?
When?
I look at her, and a wave of bewilderment washes over me. I'm in bed with Hope Lawrenson. Hope?
Yeah?
You look exactly like you did 20 years ago.
Oh, you see the sweetest things. Oh, boy, were you having strange dreams?
I was?
Yeah, you kicked the hell out of me all night.
I did?
You need to pee or anything?
Excuse me?
Your stick's right here. I need to shower before the kids get in there. You sure you can manage on your own?
Sure. Sure. I make to get out of bed, and oh my God, I have a plaster cast up to my thigh on my right leg.
Are you okay?
Yeah? Yeah. Actually, I'm a little confused. What the hell's that?
Ed, Nat, turn it down. Your father needs to sleep.
Can you just fill me in a little here?
What about?
Whose father am I?
Okay, honey. I'm going to call Dr. Greenblatt. Those painkillers are having some serious side effects.
Hey, Dad, you know those fold-up wheelchairs? If you got one, we could take you for a beer or something.
Because, you'll go insane in here. Plus, there's no daylight, so you probably get scurvy on top of all your other problems.
Rickets, duh. Scurvy's when you don't have enough vitamin C.
Okay, whatever. So what do you think, Dad?
About what?
The wheelchair.
Well,
Look at me. Dr. Greenblatt's coming over later, okay?
What?
Your father has had a bad night, honey. He's a little tired.
Cool.
So come on, let's go. You get some sleep, honey. See you later. What are you wearing? You are not going out again. Yeah.
I pick up the phone. In desperation, I call Patricia.
Hello?
Patricia, it's me.
I'm sorry?
Patricia?
I think you have the wrong number.
No. Patricia Lazarus. It's me. It's her husband, Sam.
I'm sorry,
sorry, sir. This is the Van Dahl household. There's no one here named Patricia.
Listen, I know this number. This is my number.
I'm sorry, sir. You must have dialed incorrectly.
I'm holding the phone in my hand, thinking this is a bad dream. And out of the corner of my eye, I see a wedding photograph in a frame. I pick it up. It's Hope, maybe 20 years ago, looking radiant and beautiful. And there's a callow groom on her arm with bad skin and a semi-mullet haircut. I look again. It's me. I get back into bed. It's too much. It's too confusing, and I need to go to sleep. Some time later, I'm roused from my coma.
Sam, honey, Dr. Greenblatt's here.
Hi, Sam. How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, can you tell me your full name and your date of birth?
Samuel Edison Lazarus, born December 10th, 1959 in New York City.
Great. Can you tell me about the accident, Sam?
Excuse me?
When he fell off the horse, honey.
Oh, my God, when?
Okay, let's not get too stressed here. Can you tell me the name of the President of the United States?
George W. Bush.
Are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. Who could forget all that stuff about pregnant Chads?
I see. You're not confusing him with George W. Bush, the golf pro.
Are there two of them?
I think what I'm gonna do, Sam, is change your medication to something a little stronger.
Can I speak with you alone for a moment?
Okay. Hope, do you mind?
Well, yeah, sure.
I think you should know that I've been kidnapped and I'm in the wrong life.
Okay. That's interesting. It's also a profound philosophical statement. Don't we all feel, to some degree, that we're in the wrong life?
This isn't a philosophical statement, it's a fact.
Okay.
Listen, I need to know what the hell's going on. You're a doctor, tell me.
Well, I'd say it's, definitely something weird.
Thank you for that considered opinion.
I suggest bed rest and plenty of fluids, huh? Call me if anything spectacular happens.
Such as?
Like you start thinking you're Louis XIV. Anything in that range. I have a friend who's making a documentary about the deluded. He could make you famous.
Later that night, I get another shock. I'm watching television in bed.
Today, the President, Hilary Clinton, announced radical new environmental policies.
Is this a comedy series?
It's CNN. Honey, are you intending to sleep in your clothes tonight?
I don't know.
Well, don't you think you should take them off?
Why?
Well, I was going to seduce you.
Oh. Are you sure? You don't have to.
I know I don't have to. I want to.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's... thanks. The next morning, it's Saturday, and I wake up... Okay, still confused, but something's lifted from me. I feel light of heart. I feel I could run a marathon, except that I have a cast on my leg. For the first time in years, I don't feel a lurking misanthropy. I'm married to a woman who looks great without surgical intervention. She seems to like me. Last night she had sex with me without once looking at her watch. Although, obviously, not everything's plain sailing.
So, when do you think you might get back to work, Dad?
I'm sorry?
Work? You know, the thing you do to make a crust?
Well, are they missing me or something?
Who?
You know, people at work.
What people?
In the office, you know.
What are you talking about, Dad?
I'm not entirely sure.
Do you actually remember what you do for a living?
Does it involve drinks cartons at all?
Mom! I think you should call Dr. Greenblatt again.
Okay, Sam. I'm going to give you this book. Does it mean anything to you?
I don't know. No. What's it called?
Havana Sunset.
Yeah, terrible title.
Nope, never heard of it. Who wrote it?
You did.
Are you kidding me?
No, Sam.
Is it any good?
Put it this way. Tolstoy, you're not.
It's very good. It was your first, you know.
You mean there's more?
16 of them, every one a flop.
Hey, that is so unfair. Don't listen to him, Sam. It's not true. Sam, do you really not remember writing 16 novels?
I'm sorry, no.
Incredible. I should call that guy who's making the documentary.
We have great hopes for your new one, honey.
16 duds and I haven't given up?
They're not duds, Sam. They're just not bestsellers, that's all.
It's all news to me.
Oh, Sam. Oh, this is so awful.
Hope.
You're a doctor, right? Help me out here. I don't seem to know who the hell I am.
I don't seem to know who the hell I am. That's an interesting concept.
Can I ask you something? Are you actually a medical doctor, or did you get everything you know from Reader's Digest?
I think a degree of aggression is understandable in the circumstances, but I'm just going to give you a shot now to soften those edges a bit.
Next day, I decide to appear normal. I decide not to get thrown by things like discovering I'm a failed novelist. I limp into the kitchen. Hope is at the table with a book. I put on a cheery smile. Hi.
Hi.
Reading something interesting?
Oh, Nat's homework. Advanced physics. Very freaky.
Oof, I know physics. Isaac Newton, gravity, that kind of thing.
This seems to be about reinterpretations of the Copenhagen interpretation.
Doesn't he have any literature homework? Moby Dick or something?
Did you know that there's probably another version of us out there somewhere? Or, according to this, several versions.
What do you mean, another version of us?
Where we made different choices, we're living different lives at this very moment. So, like, it's almost the same, but completely and utterly different. At least I think that's what it's saying.
Like a kind of parallel reality?
Well, no, it says it's not actually parallel, it's more kind of at right angles.
But you could go to these other realities, like visit them?
No, sadly, they're completely separate. They're in a different time frame, so you have no access to them. How disappointing.
But if you did have access...
Well, apparently you can't.
I'm saying if.
Well, then I don't know.
But if you kind of slipped through the membrane...
What membrane?
Between worlds.
You would have a different consciousness. You can't take consciousness A into time frame B.
Well, why not?
Because, well, I don't think the math works out.
Honey?
Hi, Tim.
I think I'm coming out of the fog. Oh, my God. This is going to change the world.
We'll phone you back, Tim.
I think I may have hit on one of the profound mysteries of the universe.
I think probably you haven't. Sam, your new book. There's a bidding war. They're up to $1 million so far.
Listen, money's not important.
We're broke, Sam.
Trust me, it's irrelevant.
What are you talking about? The bath leaks, the stove's a health hazard, and pretty soon we are going to have college fees to pay.
It's unimportant when set against the fact that I've discovered a whole reinterpretation of the universe.
Sweetheart, you're sounding like a television evangelist. Please, just take these pills, will you?
Okay, if I make you all. The thing is, there is a membrane. And do you know how I can say this with such certainty? Because I've been there. I personally have slipped through that membrane. It's true. Don't look at me like that. I was married to Patricia Segovsky. It was hell.
Boy, this is worse than I thought.
And what was I talking about?
Why don't we go lie down, Sam?
Oh, I don't feel so good. What was in those pills?
Come on, honey.
You know what? I think I'll take a little nap. Later, in bed, Hope creeps in beside me. I keep quiet about parallel reality. It obviously freaks the hell out of her. I'm thinking I need to come at it more casually next time. I mean, before, I was understandably overexcited, but maybe I should be more careful in case they have me hospitalized. Hope leans over and kisses me.
Honey, Dr. Greenblatt thinks you have a messiah complex.
Dr. Greenblatt's an ass.
Still, yeah, maybe you should talk to someone.
Like who?
Well, maybe a therapist or something.
Do I have to?
No, it's a suggestion, that's all.
Okay.
Just remember, I love you, Sam.
I'm woken by a strange sound. I open my eyes and see, staring down at me, 3 inches from my face, a llama. Oh, my God.
Dad, he peed in the bedroom again.
I struggle to sit up. I'm back in the bedroom I share with Patricia. There's no cast on my leg, and there's a llama eating the bedspread. Meg appears and pulls at the halter around the beast's neck.
Patrick, come on. Good boy.
Phoebe? Meg?
Dad, you have to help us with this. He's gotten so strong. Come on, baby. Good boy.
What the hell is it doing up here anyway?
Oh, he's having a rest on Phoebe's bed.
Get out of here.
Okay, we got him. Yeah, Dad, come on. Come on, good boy. Come on, Patrick.
Dear God, get me out of here. Please, God, when I open my eyes, let this all be a hideous nightmare.
Has that mama been in here again?
Patricia, what happened to your face?
It's a mud pack. What does it look like?
Well, you know, weird.
Don't mess with me, Sam, okay?
I climb into the bathtub to soak away my tension and lie there thinking about Hope and how to get back to her, knowing it's out of my control. I don't have the password, the key. The whole thing was an accident, and I'm just feeling pathetically sorry for myself when I'm aware of an item on the radio.
Multinational corporation Mondex has collapsed amidst allegations of financial impropriety, insider dealing, and fraudulent accounting. Investigators were today called, and security locks fitted to keep senior executives out
I
of the
sit
building.
bolt upright in the bath. Patricia!
Yes?
Patricia!
Yes? What is it? I'm late.
Did you hear this stuff about Mondex?
We bailed out. Don't worry about it.
What?
We sold before it crashed.
Because Jim Bryson told you to.
No.
Patricia, do you realize it's illegal to do what you did?
Come on, Sam.
Quite apart from immoral.
I saved our skins, Sam. I put it into Destra, and I doubled our money. Do you have some kind of problem with that?
Yes, actually I do.
Why don't you leave the financial side of things to me, Sam? Let's face it, I have a head for it. And you just get, freaked by every little fluctuation in the marketplace.
It's not a little fluctuation, Patricia. It's people's jobs. It's their pensions.
I have to go now. Excuse me.
Dad, can we talk to you?
Whatever it is, the answer is no.
We don't like the shape of our noses, Dad. Yeah, we want noses like Julia Roberts.
No!
Okay. We were only asking. Jeez.
Later, I'm sitting in the garden with a large scotch, trying to get my head straight. I miss Hope. I even miss Ed and Nat with their awful music and their facial piercings. And then suddenly it comes to me. Hope Lawrenson exists. We were at college together. Therefore, she still exists in this reality. I mean, obviously she's not married to me. That's in another parallel. Oh my God. What if she's married to someone else? What if she's dead? I down my scotch and stride into the house, full of a sense of purpose. Sitting there in the hallway is Jim Bryson, in deep and intimate conversation with Patricia. They spring apart when I walk in. Jim gives me that creepy little smile.
Sam?
I don't stop, so he has to trot along behind me, like a dog. Did you know Mondex was going to the wall, Jim?
Excuse me?
You could go to jail for that.
What are you talking about?
But before I take action on that score, I need you to do something for me.
Sure, anything at all, but listen.
I want you to trace a woman called Hope Lawrenson. Family came from Poughkeepsie.
Say what?
I can get a photo from 20 years ago. She won't have changed that much.
When I said anything at all, Sam, I meant, in the financial arena. Tracing missing persons is not my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Face it, Jim. You don't really have an area of expertise.
No one can predict the way the markets go, Sam.
But hey, you scored a bullseye with Mondex.
I can explain.
Listen, you find this woman, or I drop you in it. It's as easy as that.
All right, I'll do it.
That night in bed, I turned to Patricia. Patricia, do you ever think you might have married the wrong guy?
Every day of my life.
I'm serious.
So am I.
So what are we doing together?
We're married. We have 2 children. Sam, is this some kind of a joke? What is it you're trying to say?
Do you think Jim Bryson is an attractive, intelligent man of integrity?
What are you talking about?
All I'm saying is this. You're not happy. I'm not happy. But maybe there's someone out there who could give you more joy than I can. And I just want to say that I don't hold it against you, okay?
You think I'm having an affair with Jim Bryson?
I didn't say that. You did.
It's just completely and utterly ridiculous. I never heard anything so stupid in my whole life.
Okay. Call the dog off. I think the 2 of you have a lot in common, that's all.
Down, Charles, down. Sam, you're sick.
And with that, she turned over and pretended to go to sleep. And I knew she was lying there thinking, how did he know? But the thing is, I didn't know. I just took a shot in the dark, which I guess was precipitated by the fact that when I saw them together in the hallway this morning, he had his hand on her ass. The next morning, my cell phone wakes me up. Hello?
Sam, great news.
Oh my God, Jim, that was quick.
Everyone's on a database now. No one can hide anymore. I've emailed you the address in Manhattan.
Great.
Sam? What was that?
I'm going out, Patricia. Maybe sometime. Three hours later, I'm emerging from the subway at West 14th Street. My dream is about to come true. I feel lightheaded and determined and possibly unhinged all at the same time. What am I going to say to her? How do I start? Hi, Hope. Remember me? Hope, it's Sam Lazarus. I turned down a date with you once. I want you to drop everything and come live with me. Hello?
Did you find her yet?
I'm crossing into West 10th right now.
Is it kind of scuzzy or what?
It's okay. Brownstone's pretty smart, I guess. Oh, my God, I see her.
The woman you're looking for?
She's coming out of a building. She's beautiful. She has a kid with her. And a guy. She's with a guy, Jim. They're swinging the kid between them. Oh, no. Where the hell are you, Jim? I stand there on the street, watching them in a kind of fugue. Time stands still. What the hell was I thinking about? I turn the corner laughing and joking. They're a happy family, and it dawns on me that I'm possibly insane. I meet Jim Bryson in a bar. I'm so low it feels like a good idea, even though he's probably sleeping with my wife and is definitely a crook. Can I get another scotch, please, and whatever he's having?
I really should be going, Sam.
Give him another one. What's he drinking?
A green chartreuse, sir.
He'll take a triple. Frappe.
Sam, really, I have to...
This woman, Hope, is... What I mean is, why didn't I think she'd be married? A beautiful woman like that, I must be insane. Do you think I'm insane?
Of course not, Sam.
You see, I was married to her, Jim, in another life.
Sam!
I'm paying your salary. Shut up.
Okay.
Plus, you're sleeping with my wife, and also she forged my signature on the Destra documents, and you knew that.
My God, Sam. I had no idea.
You're a really bad liar. But the thing is, Jim, Hope Lawrence, she's the most important thing in my life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure, Sam.
I mean, she's married. What am I going to do?
Why don't you just, go home, Sam?
I got it.
You have?
I get rid of him.
Who?
The husband.
You mean, kill him?
Yeah, because you see, it won't matter, because in some other reality, he's still alive, so it's not like he's really dead, do you see?
Hey, Sam, no. This is not a good idea.
No, it is.
No, Sam, it's not.
I mean,
okay?
Obviously, I wouldn't be doing it personally. I mean, it's not like I'd be strangling him with my bare hands. Obviously, I'd be paying someone.
Me?
You, to carry out the...
Murder?
Yes. No, okay. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I see someone walking past the bar. It's her. It's Hope. And she's alone. Excuse me. I throw a handful of bills down on the bar and rush out into the street.
Sam?
I see her ahead of me, and she's going into a food store. I chase after her, diving through traffic, furious cyclists. I make it into the store, and there's dozens of shoppers, but no sign of Hope. I'm out of breath. She seems to have vanished into thin air when I turn a corner and slap. I run straight into someone. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Hope! She looks at me completely blankly, and then a faint look of recognition steals over her face.
Sam? Lazarus?
Yeah, it's me. I mean, hi, yeah. Gosh, what a surprise. How the hell are you?
Oh, I'm great. I haven't seen you around this neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
No, I live here.
No kidding. Where?
Just around the corner. I hope it's good to see you. How's things?
Oh, great. And what about you? How's Patricia?
She died.
She died? Oh, my God, Sam, I'm so sorry.
No, sorry. I mean, she's not actually dead. The marriage died. We didn't. I mean, basically, it's over. What about you? Are you married?
Yeah. No.
What does that mean?
I mean, we split up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's too bad. Can I take you out for a drink, maybe?
Well,
I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I don't know what came over me. You probably have a boyfriend, right?
No, Listen, I have to get back right now for my daughter. She's been out all day with her father, but, But why don't you give me a call sometime? That's my card.
Would 5:30 tomorrow morning be too soon?
Excuse me?
Joking. I was joking. Anyway, I should go. And then I see her staring down at my shopping basket. For the first time, I see what's in it. About 15 boxes of tampons and a leg waxing kit. I try to smile. They're not for me.
Okay.
But it's okay. I don't have a girlfriend or anything. I think I picked up the wrong basket. It's not mine.
Okay. Anyway, I'll see you around.
Great. I'll call you. Next day, I call Patricia and tell her I'm not coming home. Ever. I rent an apartment in Greenwich Village. I resist calling Hope too soon in case she thinks I'm stalking her. After a week, we're in an Italian restaurant drinking champagne. You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Was that inappropriate?
Not at all. You can say it again if you want.
You look very beautiful.
Okay, you can stop now.
So you're a fraud investigator?
For a corporate law firm, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I know, it sounds dull. In fact, it sounds like death, but really it's...
No, I'm fascinated. Do you have anything, explosive on the books right now?
Yeah, you know the Mondex mess? We're involved with that at the moment. Oh, that really is a disgusting can of worms.
Are you kidding me?
No, why?
Mondex. I don't believe this. My financial advisors, they were begging me to dump the stock. This is way before it collapsed.
And did you?
No. Let me tell you what happened. And so we talk and drink more champagne, and I tell her about Jim Bryson and Martin Mammon and the whole deal with Destra.
Would you sign an affidavit about this stuff, Sam?
Sure, whatever you want. I can give you names, dates, everything.
Would you care to see a dessert menu?
The waiter is horribly familiar. I look at his name tag. It's Ronald Greenblatt. I almost hoot with joy. Is this your main line of work, Ronald?
Actually, I'm a writer.
Really?
Yeah, science fiction. My latest is about like a parallel universe where Ralph Nader's the president and World War II never happened because someone shot Hitler in 1923 and George W. Bush is a golf pro. And these two people meet in an elevator and find themselves transported to an alternative world and they fall in love and stuff. Yeah, I can recommend the key lime pie, which I know is not Italian, but neither is the chef.
Does the elevator romance work out?
Sure. It's like they should have married each other all along, but they had to go to an alternative universe to find out. So, can I bring you the dessert menu?
I better not.
I think just the check, please.
Okay, sure.
Thanks. Ugh, I hate science fiction, don't you?
Do you remember you asked me for a date once?
Yeah.
You do?
You turned me down.
What do you think might have happened if,
You'd said yes?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'd have dated for a while, and then, I don't know.
Maybe I wouldn't have married Patricia. Maybe I'd have married you.
You think so?
Maybe.
And, would it have worked out?
Oh, yeah.
You sound pretty certain.
I am.
Well, anyway, you married Patricia, and I married Andrew, and here we are.
No longer married to them. Well, not quite in my case.
Yeah.
Okay. How ridiculous is this? But I'm going to say it anyway. We've known each other for 25 years. I know we didn't actually see each other for 24 of those years, but nevertheless, what I really think is that you should marry me, Hope.
Excuse me?
Marry me.
You're still married to Patricia.
A minor obstacle.
Are you on some kind of drugs?
Hope, it would work out. I know it would. I have this feeling. I've been looking for you all my life.
Are you insane?
I'm deadly serious. Marry me.
Whoa. No, Sam, no.
Please, Hope, I'm begging you. Just tell me you'll think about it.
Sam, you don't marry someone just because you have a vague feeling about it. Now, I'm very flattered. I am, really, but I have to go. Alice's babysitter.
It's not a vague feeling. I'm completely certain about this.
Oh, great. You're completely certain. Well, what about me? Don't I get a say in this?
Well, of course. But listen, Hope, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was married to you in another life.
Please.
Well, it sounds deranged, I know that. But believe me, it's true. We were married and we were so goddamn happy. So you see, I know it would work out between us because I've already tried it.
Sam, we went to dinner. We had a great time. But the truth is, we don't know each other. And you coming on like this, it's kind of creepy, you know? Thanks for dinner. I'll see you around.
Hope! We don't have to get married! We could just live together!
Next morning, I wake up with a mouth like a cat died in it. Every time I look at the phone, I want to call her. But I resist the temptation by doing press-ups or running on the spot. I'm old enough to know that the way to a woman's heart is not through stalking her. Instead, I write her a letter. Dear Hope, please forgive me for being a total jerk. I won't call you again, even though that's precisely what I long to do right now. I enclose names, etc. of the advisors involved in the Mondex share scam. Also my cell phone number should you need to contact me. It would be good if you did, but I'd understand if you didn't. Have a nice life. Yours, Sam. P.S. You really are beautiful. And so my life goes on. I don't move back with Patricia. I stay in Manhattan. I have the kids every weekend, and I have some kind of messy life. I'm learning to play the saxophone. One morning I'm lying in bed watching the news on TV when Patricia calls.
Sam, can you take the girls Thursday?
Sure.
But can you come up and collect them?
Sure. And I see right there on the screen Martin Mammon.
I take the 5th.
And Jim Bryson.
I take the 5th.
Giving evidence at the congressional hearing into the Mondex scandal. Then the pictures cut to them leaving the building, and as they come down the steps, a woman runs over and takes Jim's arm as they jump into a car together. It's Patricia. Hey, Patricia.
Yeah?
I just saw you on TV.
Yeah. I'm watching.
Can I just say you make a great couple? That night, I'm walking back from the grocery store. I'm just about to put my key in the lock when...
Sam?
Oh, my God. Hope.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. It's good to see you.
And you?
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess I just wanted to thank you for your help with the Mondex thing.
Hey, it was nothing. How the hell are you?
I wondered if, you know that date we had? Maybe we could start it again from the top?
I think I'm gonna faint.
You don't want to?
No. Yes, of course I do.
And maybe I won't be so uptight this time.
No, it was me. I was insane. I behaved like a madman.
So, do you want to call me sometime?
Hell no. I have pasta and spaghetti sauce. I have a bottle of something feisty and Romanian. Let's do the date right now. 2 years later, we're married and I'm funding an educational project in Nicaragua. Hope has discovered the joys of late motherhood by giving birth to twin boys. We've called them Ed and Nat. Phoebe and Meg have given the llama to a zoo and now have 6 Bedlington Terriers and an iguana. They're both hoping to become veterinary surgeons. Patricia married Jim Bryson when he got out of prison, and they collect 18th century French furniture. She's given up the botox and gone for the full facelift. Jim thinks she's beautiful. The last I heard, Greenblatt is still trying to sell his book on parallel universes.
In Life is a Dream by Shelagh Stephenson, Sam Lazarus was played by Nathan Osgood, and Patricia Lazarus by Kristen Marks. Hope Lawrenson was Lorelei King, Dr. Greenblatt, John Garasio, Jim Bryson, John Chancer, the hooker, Larissa Murray, Ed, Tom Raphael Eves, and Phoebe, Amanda Gordon. All the other roles were played by members of the cast. Life is a Dream was directed by Owen O'Callahan and is a Pacificus production for BBC Radio 4.